going on, everyone? You know it's Thursday, and it is I Critique, and we are on episode number 10, and we actually have, there are bad images, and there are really good images, and there's just a really good set of images here, and it just works a lot, and I saw that at a quick glance, so I want to jump right into it. So a fellow reader, fellow viewer, his name is Kanalu. I'm not sure if I said that right, but as he said, he's from Hawaii, gives me permission to use his photos, so thank you. He shoots with the 60D, the Canon 60D. He's got the nifty 50 1.8 and the awesome quality 1.4. So we're going to jump into the images, critique them, and just show you, what's strong and what isn't about them. So we're going to open up some of the individual images now. So one of the first images right here, let's put this down. So we have one of the first images right here. The quality might not look the best on here, and that's okay. The way it looks, it's kind of got like a film look to me. It's like semi-desaturated, the contrast is pulled down a little bit, and it's just something simple. Now, if this was more or less in a photo story, it would do something. As alone, there's just too much headroom, there's not a lot going on. It just looks like a kind of a snapshot, to be honest. But I like the editing, I like the processing on it. There's just not enough there for me. It's just like, oh, you took your friend out and you just wanted to do something. But once again, that's one of the first images in here. So let's jump into something like this. Now, this is a very, very strong black and white portrait to me. I do like that it's kind of mute tone, that it's pulled back. The catch light right here it's awesome. It's really spot on. The framing is actually really nice. I like the cut into it. I like where the chin is. You did very, very well with that. And one of the huge things is I like the contrast on the face. I like how it kind of splits the face almost down the middle. Maybe I would do it a little more, but it's pretty good. Maybe one thing I would like to see in the highlights right here, it is a little blown out on the cheek. You do lose some detail, so maybe pull that down a touch. But other than that, I think this is a really nice shot. Composition spot on. I like how you didn't cut off the ear, so I think this is a really strong image. I personally like more contrast or something like that, but with something like this, I like it and I think it works. So another set right here. This I really wouldn't use for anything. You used obviously a car to do kind of rim lighting, and it works, but there's just not much here. You do get the semi-silhouette look, but it just looked like you were kind of just experimenting with something. So I really wouldn't use this shot for really anything much, but maybe doing something in the future with it, maybe with a model or something like that can help, because you got the rim light down, as you see, here, you were outlining the entire body, perfect, great, but, seeing the lights here, and the little spillage from the fog lights down here just doesn't work well. So try this technique, but do something different with it, with another model, and you might like the results better. Once again, this is just, you were just trying something and it worked, but there's nothing fully special about it, to be honest. So we're getting down to the last two. I really like this hand shot. I mean, I know it's obviously been done before, and it is what it is, but it's actually a really strong shot. I like, even though it's just a hand, there is kind of a feeling to it. I like it. The composition's spot on. I don't care if it's like basically almost dead center, but it's a really good, it's just a good image. And once again, you have this mute tone style that works really well for something like that. So far, your two strongest shots to me are this and your black and white one, your black and white headshot. But I like this. Perfect time to shoot it in the rain, and I think it works really well. I like how you have some bendage in the hands, not just straight up, because that's just too common. But I like this as well, and I think this really shows up really well. I do like the little bit of blue you have in here. Maybe I don't know. Would a black and white look better? No, I like it. I like the little bit of the, the hand color and a little bit of the blue in the image. But to me, I really like the shot. I do feel something from it. Maybe just looking at it, just being a little picky, it's just maybe evening out the sides a little bit. It looks to be just a little off. And last but not least, we're going to end off with one of your other images. And this is more or less a lifestyle type shot, like kind of a, behind the scenes look at someone's style, and I think what you said in your email with this quality is it's just how it is. I don't think there's that much grain, because this room is very, very bright. But the thing you did a great job with here is Overix is lowering your shutter to get him well exposed, but the background's there's just too much going on. My eye line goes right for the white background because it's just there. The highlights are so blown out that's grabbing my attention. So one thing I'd recommend doing is, lessening that, and if you can, try not shooting like that, and maybe use the window light as natural light to get really nice a nice light, a nice color on his face, and it will look something really well. But I do like the tone of the image. I like what you were doing. Once again, it's that lifestyle type of shot, but I think there's just more you can work with something like this. Maybe in a different environment. It is a little busy, but yet again, I'm not 100% sure how long you've been shooting, but with something like this, I think you're doing well. And one of the hardest parts is balancing out an ambient light or overcompensating for it by lowering a shutter speed like you did here. Because if you were to expose for this right here, he would basically be a silhouette. You don't want that. It's not a strong shot. Might be interesting. It might not, unless if it's an Apple logo or something, an ad or something. But you did very well. You lowered the shutter speed from wherever it was to compensate for this, and that's why you're getting a blown out background. So thank you very much for sending in your images. I think you have a really strong set here, and you got some good stuff. Your editing style is interesting. It's like these desaturated, almost mute toned that you have here, but your hand shot and the black and white photo kind of mute toned of the headshot are probably your two strongest ones, but definitely kind of work on your composition a little bit on some of these where the headroom's just a little too large. Like maybe if you just cut it off, like here or something like that, and not have that much, it would be a stronger shot. So that's all I got. Thank you so much for sending in your images, and I hope this hopefully this helped you out. And if you guys want to send in your own images, feel free to do so. Email me like 5 of your best images, send them in a Flickr set, or if you really can't make a Flickr set, send them to me at eric@ericrossi.com or support@ericrossi.com. So that's all I got. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Thank you for watching another episode of iCritique.